Yeah, my name's Terrell, Blair. I used to put out urban rap DVDs. I put out about 25 DVDs, the crack DVDs, the hood life DVDs. I do a slew of different things, but ultimately I love the culture of hip hop. The culture of hip hop. Audience, man, that understands the culture, the elements of what a lot of, especially legendary artists, go through. You dig what I'm saying? And the fact that you putting out an album in 2022, right? 2022. Now, you know what's crazy about it, because I done heard the name about 20 years, right? 20 years straight and shit. I'm like, damn. So, you know, I listen to the album and shit, so I'm like, damn, man, I don't want to seem like, I'm trying to get the mixture. I'm trying to be like, damn, man, I want to act like I know all the songs and shit, right? But I'm like, damn, the reality of it is that this is your first album.
Yes, it is. It's my first professional body of work. Yes, my first album, it is.
How does that feel, man? Do you feel like a new artist right now?
Yes. I feel like a new seasoned artist right now. You know, I feel like a new seasoned artist right now, and it feels good.
Well, what's been motivating you? What motivated? Because you know you got a lot of classics on there, and then you got a lot of beats on there that you know the older generation could just vibe to and shit. You know, you might even listen to the wordplay. You just listen to the beat and shit. And the chair. You notice my chair went back, right? But that's what type of zone we in.
Absolutely.
What went into it?
Oh man, I think it was just studying. You know, everything I learned. You know, from the guys that came before me. You know, you have Capone, Noriega. You have the Tragedy. You know, that's where I come from. That's my branch. So it was a big responsibility. I took it as a big responsibility onto myself.
Right.
You know, to kind of like say, hey man, you know, this is not just 16 bars, dude. You have to put this together. So I drew inspiration from that, and just confidence from the things that I've accomplished already.
Right.
You know, I drew a lot of confidence from that. You know, I studied a lot of my old stuff that people fell in love with, and I wanted to make sure that I can give them that element as well.
Did you ever thought of, because when you know we all as we grow just in life in general, but when you're in the culture of hip hop, I find that a lot of legendary artists, you know, they'll some will complain, some will come, you know, they'll ride with what's currently out, beat wise, flow wise. Was that a process? I mean, you know, did you struggle in regards to saying, you know, throw me a drill, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, man, I done heard some older cats, you know, trying to spit to it, and I'm just like, nah, B, you know what I mean? Then I got some older cats that'll ride it, man. Were you know, like, what was that?
I think that was just not really going towards anything drill. I just wanted to...
Or not even just drill, just a myriad of all types of sounds that's currently out.
I just wanted to stay authentic to Imam Thug.
Okay.
I think that was... I wanted to be authentic to Imam Thug. I wanted to show the growth in Imam Thug, but still be authentic with it. That means that I had challenges to be diverse with the music. So I didn't stick to one sound or another.
Okay.
You know, I stuck to like what I felt was banging.
Right.
What was gonna be like, you know, was gonna be hot. It's like I would do anything. Like when I picked Driver's Seat, like when I was picking that beat, there was a lot of beats that was being played, but I picked that one because that's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I went with that energy.
So listen, you got a joint on there that you did a whole dance, a whole club joint. What's the yo-yo?
Dance mix. Yeah, check it, yo dance mix.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't wanna feel like I was an old head, man. But I ain't. Come on, don't quote me yet. But the dance mix I ran with, man, I played about 7 times and shit.
Dance go.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go with the dance and shit. But what I'm saying, listen, yo, he has 2 versions on there. I went with the dance mix. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come on, B. I mean, you know, that was a jump right there. You went from, for us, man, you went from straight hip hop to, but reality wise, even in the 90s, you know, mid 2000s, we did get a little dance and something. You know, motherfucker play with a little dance beat and shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Before you got into that, you got to go back to, like Africa Bambaataa. You know, that's where the inspiration from Thug Planet came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Songs like that. So when you start going back to the origin of hip hop, and you start going back to the graffiti aspect and the breakdancing aspect, you start hearing these elements like that. And that's what that was about.
Mhm.
And that came courtesy of my man DJ Blends, you know what I'm saying, out in California. Shout out to DJ Blends, because we talk a lot on the phone and we talk a lot about hip hop, you know, and he has a different perspective of hip hop, which opened my mind to, you know what I'm saying, be open to this.
Which is a great thing.
Yes. So I gave him the session and I said, give me back what you got. You know, because at the end of the day, I have to send it to Steve Solar, and if he doesn't like it, then we might be done with it.
But when you got that song, let's keep it a buck.
Yes.
You liked it?
Yes, I did.
Liked it or loved it?
I loved it.
All right, then.
I loved it.
We just add on
I loved it.
Let me tell you how ill that is, because he dropped the album like 2 months ago, and then you got Beyonce dropping Dance. Drake got. So he did a whole frequency.
Yeah, he did a whole dance out. Yeah, right. But I see what you're saying.
Frequency of it, so it's ill that he even took that step of boundary to do that. Because
Right.
It shows that, I mean, he was already in tune.
Well, the greater thing about that too is that the studying of hip hop, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what generation, what era, the study of the culture, you know, man, we're getting back into the essence of it and not fearing, you know, because a lot of times when you haven't dropped the album, right, or you haven't done a single, you know, dudes think that you ain't balling, you know what I mean? They think you ain't in the gym. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But you know, we don't come from that. I'm from Queensbridge, man. So we don't even believe in none of that. We know what we gotta do.
Of course.
We know how we gotta get it done.
Mm-hmm.
When we moving with Queensbridge energy, not taking that from nowhere else, but you know what I'm saying, we be on our own energy, man. And that right there is enough to, you know, take me to wherever I need to go.
Of course.
Along with, you know what I'm saying, the cycles that came before me, staples that I've learned from, you know what I'm saying, and others that I inspire, my man V12 and all the people that I inspire around me, and my man Lord Nance who did the intro and stuff like that. We just working with our elements, man.
How long did it take to put the album completely together?
Well, I worked on the album for an entire year, because what I was going through was by not having to be that creative at that level. You know, I had to do a lot of studying. You know, I had to do a lot of meditating and just kind of like trying to make sure I can figure out that I can deliver this and honor the legacy.
Okay.
You know, that's the key thing.
Key point, yo.
Yes.
Honoring the legacy, man.
Yes.
Listen, and you know, I'm glad that you're saying that, man, because you know, from doing a wealth of different interviews, you know, you get a myriad of different types of answers, you know, both of individuals, and I'm not knocking them. Or listen, man, I'm looking at that price point, you know what I mean? If it's not selling, you know, so on and so forth, this and that, you know, I like that you continually go back to the essence of just studying, man. You know what I mean? And then getting more into you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Getting more into you. And with that being said, you named a few individuals. How important is team to you?
Team is extremely important to me, because I know, like, from from personal experiences, no one man wins a championship, right? You know, it's always team ball. You know, everybody needs to touch the rock to make sure that people can stay involved and be encouraged to play well and play at a high level and things like that. And then when you do get the ball, you have to make the shot. You know, if your shot is off, you got to go strong to the hole, or you got to pass it to somebody who you think might get it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you still are expected to deliver.
Right.
And that's what's expected of me. That's how I took it. That was the energy I took it.
And the 15 songs, right?
Yes.
How many did you put? How many as a team did y'all listen to say, you know, we gonna narrow this down?
Oh man, I think it was close to 30. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it was close to 30.
That Imam Grizzly.
Right. Now you say that 30, and I say that, man. Was there challenges even in picking the songs? Because now at the end of the day, because you know, once again, it's the artist. The artist be like, man, fuck that, man. He'll give you a fuck it to the whole team. It'll be that one joint. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck y'all, man. I'm gonna put this on. You know what I mean? So was those challenges?
It was. It was very,
team.
It was very challenging.
Was it challenges? Look at it, they all like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody know it was a process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And picking the songs are never, you know, like, you know, we're not picking songs to say, hey, this is gonna be it. That's gonna be it. You know, that's not how I learned. How I learned was, make bangers. Make bangers. You know, and you know, with this album, I wanted to be a little bit diverse, but still, I had to still stay in that element of still gotta make it bang.
Right.
Still try to make it the best that you can.
Of course.
You know, and deliver on it.
What has been the response thus far?
Listen, man, the responses have been very good. You know, and I say that I say that a little laid back because
right.
I know that you got songs on there like the Dance Mint, you got songs on there like the Dream,
right,
and different things like that may take people in different directions.
Right.
However, people are getting the idea that there's a broader scope with Imam.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, as an artist.
Right. As an artist.
As an
so
artist.
Key point. As an artist.
As an artist and as an individual as well. You know what I'm saying? We like to grow and we like to make sure that we are, you know, growing in the right spaces.
As we close out, how long? Give me a second, y'all. How long will you allow this album to bubble before you move on to a new project?
Well, I'm already working on a new project right now. I'm working on Immortal Legend 2. Right now, I'm working on V12's new project.
Okay.
I did a Grammy. You know, we got a lot of projects.
Grammy?
Yeah.
Gotta be V12.
It's fire. Session fire.
Yeah.
Paul gonna be on it. What you mean? Yeah, I need a whole Grammy.
So before we close out, one more again, man, what's the name of the album?
The name of the album is Immortal Legend.
And you know what, man? He got interludes on there. You know, you don't even see that on these. He got the interlude. You know what I mean? You don't even see that shit. You know what I mean? When you know, the newer generation, it'll say something else. But when you see interlude, you be like, oh yeah, I gotta hit this shit. You know what I mean? She spelled the whole shit out though.
Word.
You don't even see that on an album. You know, within the last 5 years, you might get here and there where it says interlude, right? So when you see shit like that, you say, oh, all right. And then you got both covers. I done seen the front and the back. I said, yeah, we get ready to get into some shit. Yeah.
Shout out to my man Tawan from Tokyo, Japan.
Arigato.
Yeah, signed with me the whole. He told me my whole career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
he said his whole career, you know, and you realize he's real meticulous with team, man. You know what I mean? There's, you know, a slew of individuals that remained with him, and then there was individuals that processed it with him. You know what I mean? There was ups and downs, and whatever the ups is and whatever the downs was, they would ride him, man. So
absolutely.
You know, we applaud you. We thank you, man. And
thank you. I appreciate
you know,
man.
we thank you for allowing us back into your world and everything. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, love,
man.
love, man. Peace and love.
Yeah.